YouTube was handing with it. Coming at you with a video today, pretty much giving you an update. It's gonna be like a little crash course type, long story short type thing. But I mean, a lot has changed since the last video I posted. Pretty much since that last video up until last summer. It's been a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. But yeah, I used to drive for Roehl transport, and you know, they were okay. Good starter company. But with a lot of places, sometimes you just feel like you reach a limit, or you know, you cap out, or whatever you want to call it. Don't get me wrong, you know, I'm not gonna bash Roehl at all, because you get what you take. You get what you get out of it. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I probably could have made a few changes on my own in order to get in a better place with the company. But I mean, there was a few things I didn't like, and I didn't see myself staying with them, you know, much longer. I was on the edge of leasing a truck with them, and you know, seeing how that was gonna go. But you know, I follow a couple of their pages on Facebook for owner operators, and just their regular drivers page that somebody made. It's a lot of ups and downs, but you get that with every company. But it's just, you know, they used to run me pretty good, and then, you know, it got to the point to where I started doing relays a lot. You know, always, you know, I'll get a good, you know, 900, 1100 mile run, and then all of a sudden somebody's truck breaks down, or somebody has to get home or something like that, and I have to relay that load like 200 or 300 miles in, and then I get the shit end of the stick because I have to take their load, which might be 80 or 90 miles away. So I just lost a good run to help them out, and you know, I'm taking a load like an hour away. Now, I'm a team player. I like to help people out because I would want people to do the same for me, but it started happening a little too often. And then, you know, it's a lot of other different things that get, you know, it got me to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang it up. But you know, it's a good starter company. It's a good place to get your foot in the door, you know, get your feet wet, whatever you want to call it. But me personally, I don't have a problem with authority. I mean, I did time in the military, but something in me was like, you know what, I'm not gonna sit here and be told what to do and be micromanaged every now and then, when, you know, I've done a lot of research and decided, you know what, maybe I should bite the bullet and try doing things on my own. So since last summer, I was blessed enough to get into a position to where I got into my own truck, and I leased on to Landstar. I have a 2011 Freightliner Cascadia, and you know, it's had its problems, but you know, I got most of it worked out. You know, I've been running with, you know, Landstar ever since. You know, no major complaints. You get it. It literally is what everybody says. You know, you have the freedom to do what you want, how you want, and when you want to do it. You know, their load board, you know, anywhere from 30, 40, almost 50,000 loads a day get posted on their load board. So, you know, you're running your own business. You know, you got to have your own tax ID number and all of that set up, you know, when you lease onto them. But yeah, you know, I stay out as long as I want to. I go home for as long as I want to. I'm in control of everything. Nobody tells you what to do at all. So, you know, I mean, that's the best part of it, you know. If I go home, and I'm pulling a company trailer, you know, I'm pulling a Landstar trailer. You know, if I go home, Nobody's gonna call me. Nobody's gonna say, hey, when are you coming back out? None of that. I go home, my phone rings. It's probably because there's an agent offering me a load, and my phone blows up all the time. But the only time somebody from any of the Landstar officers is gonna call you is if you've been home for an extended period of time. They're gonna want their trailer back because it's not making any money with you. That trailer could be making money with another driver. From what I'm hearing, the average is like 10 days before they'll call to pick that trailer up. Now, I've had my truck down for almost a month in the shop, and nobody's ever called me about it. I had it dropped at a truck stop, and truck was in the shop. Never got a call. I don't know if it's because in the Qualcomm I put myself, I put my truck as being in the shop. Maybe that's why. Now, if I was just on regular home time or whatever, and it was down, they probably would have called. I don't know. But nobody's gonna call you. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. It does have its downs, as far as the availability of loads, because a lot of times, I'll call on a load and it's already covered. I'll call on a load that was posted less than a minute ago. Oh, it's already covered. It might just be the time of the year and then the part of the country I'm in, obviously, southeast. I don't know. But loads is always covered, and I've called on some loads, and I get booked. I get the freight bill and everything, and I get a call back that the load's been canceled. I've dealt with a lot of that, and it's frustrating. I wanted, it's been a couple times where I just wanted to say forget it and just cancel my lease, turn in my Landstar license plate, get them their trailer back, and go lease on to another company. I go pull containers between Savannah, Charleston, and Tampa or whatever. But it has its good days and it has its bad days. So no major complaints. I've talked to a lot of people who drive with Landstar, and everybody says there's a lot of money to be made here. So I'm running with it, and I'm all over the place now. When I was with Roehl, I was out 11 or 14 days, come home for like 2 or 3 or whatever it was. And when I was running, when I first got on with Landstar, I would go out for a week, come home every weekend. But now, I'm at the point where I'm staying out, 3 weeks at a time. Try to make as much money as I can before I go home for a little bit. So, I'm liking it though. It's a different beast because you have to maintain self-control as far as knowing that you have the ability to stay home if you choose to. And then when that money starts rolling in, realizing that you can't just go out and spend that money because you got to pay for your own maintenance. And trust me, my truck's been in the shop so many freaking times, it's ridiculous. But you got to have the self-control and the discipline that every time you get a settlement, you put some money to the side. I got a voluntary escrow with Landstar, so a percentage off of every single load goes into my escrow for maintenance. But I plan to also put money on the side for myself, pretty much like a little secondary, what do you call it, just in case type account for anything else. And set money aside for taxes. Every year you got to pay $5.50 on that highway tax. It's all about saving money. And you can make a lot of money, but the biggest thing is just saving. You can spend money, just be responsible about how you spend it. Because when that rainy day comes, and I've had plenty of them, you got to have something to take care of it. And don't get me wrong, because Landstar is real good about helping you out. As long as they see you moving and you making money, they gonna help you out. If something on your truck breaks, if they see that your revenue is where it's supposed to be and you can run instead of sitting at home all the time, if something breaks and you don't have enough money to cover it, they will help you out. I've been down that road a few times already where I didn't have nowhere near enough to cover a repair. But the fact that I was making the effort to run whenever I could before something would break, they gave me the difference. or they just said, keep what you got in your maintenance account. We'll just loan you all of the money. And, they will take it back every week off of my settlement. So they'll help you out if anything happens. If your truck breaks and the repair is probably more than what the truck is worth, they'll help you out with down payment assistance on a new truck. Right now, I'm gonna run these next few weeks out, go home for a little bit, and then the next time I run out, I'm gonna see how I do with it. And I'm in the process of trying to get my own trailer so I can give Landstar their trailer back, because that increase on the percent, because I think there's 65% off. You get 65% of the load, after Landstar and everybody takes their cut. You get your own trailer, that percentage goes up. So that's my goal right now, get my own trailer, and that extra money that comes in from using my own trailer will pay that trailer off. That's extra money in my pocket once it's paid off. So that's my goal for now. But yeah, I mean, it's been rough, starting out. I hadn't been making no videos in a long time, mainly because I was trying to make moves to get myself in this position right here. But here shortly, I'm gonna start posting videos if not every day, every other day. It's definitely gonna be something getting posted on my channel at least once a week. But I'm gonna try to post something on a regular basis, letting y'all know how things is going on my part. Right now I'm sitting over here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, taking a 34-hour reset. I got a delivery at 7:30 on Monday morning, and then from there I got a load picking up not too far away. I'm gonna swing that by Missouri, and then I got another load lined up after that. So just running with it. Got to keep moving. But yeah, if anybody got any questions or whatever, hit me up in the comments. I'll read it and respond to it whenever I get the time. I know my channel's been pretty dead for a while, but it's about to come back to life. So yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get these viewers up, because it's about to be a whole lot of activity going on this channel for for the time being, and probably from here on out. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. I see y'all in the AM. Hold it down.